Alright guys, first time using Sena 10C. Don't know if you guys can hear me. Don't know how the video looks. Not necessarily concerned. But what I am concerned about is making sure that I get to my destination safely. That's what we're here for, right guys? Safety first. Always. So far, operation may or may not be working. Don't really know. We're gonna see. Very quickly here. Just another day trying to cross traffic and be Frogger. It's extremely dangerous and people die all the time. Boop. Just like that guy did. Guess that would have been a reasonable time to go. Alright, you motovloggers. Kind of the shortcut to get around this town is to go around. Hopefully sound quality is good. Hopefully everything is where it needs to be. Not really sure. In tech. Spelling these days. Listen guys, it's supposed to be the last good day in Austin here for about a week. It's supposed to be miserable. Not really sure if that's going to be a good thing or not. But once the rain's gone, we'll have plenty of summer heat. Hopefully some lake days. And lake days are fun. I'm out here on the Yamaha R3, as I call it, the baby ha. It's like a little baby bike, but it's just plenty. If you want to go fast, you can go fast. If you want to go slow, you just drive normal. You guys can't see it, but my visor is fogging up. They thought they were going to, but they didn't. There's the sun. That's what we've been looking for all of our lives. As Hunter Honda would say, hello. Wise decisions made by drivers all day, every day, cutting off traffic. this light. Always a fun line. Threw my hand out. See him riding every morning. Looks like a fast bike. One of these days. Visor is still fogging up. Whoa! And that happens occasionally. Get those nice little jumps. Hopefully the wind noise isn't so bad on this. The device itself came. She purchased it from Amazon.com. The card that was recommended for it was a 32 gig SanDisk Ultra Plus, I believe. Do not recommend that card for this device. Maybe a great card, may work with everything, but it does not work with the Sena 10 device. Actually, I reached out to Sena tech support, which in the forums, everything you read about Sena, surprisingly, it's not very good reviews about the tech support. I actually got to experience that myself. The tech support recommended essentially the issue I was having was SD card not found. Supposedly it's a common issue, and I had to learn all of this afterwards, so of course now it's easy to tell you guys, but learned that the SD card itself has to essentially be specific and like Sena just as much as Sena likes it, because if not, Sena will not take it. I tried multiple things just on my own before contacting Sena support, formatting the card, going through and just taking the time to make sure the cables were correct and connected properly, taking out the card, putting it back in, following the Sena device manager instructions, which is something that you download based on your operating system. You get a Mac version or a PC version. Oh, it's just a world of trouble. And the tech support guy, one of the first things he mentioned was you probably should change out your cord that you just got in your brand new Sena, because the cord may be bad. And so I thought to myself, well, why would a brand new cord already be bad? Why would that even be an issue? But nonetheless, said okay, maybe the cord's just bad. So I had another cord, actually used a PlayStation cord, works just fine with Sena. Same hookups and everything. And charge the device. Another thing I heard was make sure the device is fully charged when you're doing the update, because it has to be in operation mode, supposedly. I don't think that's necessarily true, because it's actually charging when it's hooked into the laptop. But nonetheless, continue on. Tried a couple things tech support had recommended. One was the cord. The next thing was to uninstall the software, reinstall the software. Then the next thing, I'm trying to just think about what he had said. He had told me that I think the next course of action essentially was, since we can't do the software update and it's not working for you, go ahead and send it in to Sena. So I said, okay, well, it may not be a bad idea. Sena has a warranty, and I believe it's expressed in the manual, a 2-year warranty. So why not send it to the pros, right? Well, essentially, since I just purchased this device, I had 30 days essentially to trial it out. So what I did is I mentioned it to the tech guy, which I guess that was a mistake on my part. And the tech guy said that in order to fix your problem, I quote unquote you, and I can screenshot this if I need to, that returning it to the vendor will fix the problem. As you can probably imagine, anybody in my shoes would be hopefully saying the same thing that I did. And I said, why would I do that? If there's a problem with this unit, why would I put it back into circulation and then have another person essentially purchase it, go through the same thing, and then have to essentially do it all over again, costing Sena labor time, shipping, handling, whatnot. So long story short, swapped out the SD card with an Extreme, SanDisk Extreme 32 gig UHS, which stands for Ultra High Speed. Stuck that bad boy in, and all the problems were solved. It wasn't mentioned by support to do that. Didn't say anything about that. I'm kind of remembering now what he had also told me or instructed. He said that I need to press the default reset button, which is the little reset button on the bottom or in the back of the actual device, the part that actually mounts to the helmet side. There's a little pinhole button, and all it does is essentially does a fault reset. So if there's a fault with the unit, it just resets it, almost like wiping the check engine light out. But if you're anywhere near my age, or you've driven a car for a couple years and you've had a check engine light and you try to just disconnect the battery and think check engine light's gonna just go away, it'll go away for that first couple of days after you disconnect the battery. But once it runs through its cycle and realizes that, hey, the problem's still there, it's gonna do it. So that didn't work. Going through the update, it was just a mess. I've given Sena too much credit on their technical support side. So I'm testing product now, seeing just how it is, seeing if it's something that is worthwhile over, of course, the GoPro. If I'm going to be using this for vlogging strictly, this is probably a great entry level from what I'm hearing. Everything is good. No issues, essentially, besides the actual image quality. That's going to be the main thing that's causing most concern for most, is the image quality. And if the image comes through, it looks good, then by all means, I don't see why not, why we shouldn't be able to use this. But it all comes down to personal preference, and also what you have in your wallet, what you're willing to spend, because there are a few items you got to get if you do go through GoPro. With this, it does come with an all-in-one, all-inclusive device. It is the first of its kind, supposedly here in the States. And my question is, will there be a 20C, an upgraded version, or is this going to be the version they're going to work off of and just improve, hopefully through either software, firmware updates, or whichever they may choose. Hopefully that will maybe be in the works, where you can have tiers Similar, just in the same case as with GoPro, because of course that makes a big difference. Looks like we're gonna have to just stop this short review here. It looks like there is an accident of sorts. I don't know if we're able to see it on the camera here, but we are gonna pass by very, very shortly. We're just gonna slowly come over here. Thank you. Alright. Hopefully everything's alright, it looks like. Don't see an accident, just necessarily just a person pulled over. He had some new tags on an Escalade. Or a Cadillac, looks like, so everything is good there. Beautiful day outside. Sarcastically speaking. That sun wants to come out very bad. Will it come This giant truck has an oxidizer, ventilation hazard, and corrosive. Seems like it's very safe. Since my visor is fogging up, it is giving me an opportunity to see essentially if the visor up and the clarity on the actual speaker is coming through. Trying to keep my voice as normal as possible without high pitching it on purpose. And I certainly don't want to do a false reading per se on this Sena device. Once again, that's a Sena 10C. Just picked it up 2 days ago, or should I say, got it dropped off a few days ago. Had some technical issue with the SD card and just updating the firmware. Got the proper card in, and my life changed so I could actually get it on the roadway. So this is the 1080p video at 30 frames a second. Supposedly, since it is the first of its kind, expectations are at par. It's supposedly been one of the most important things on the device is the added video to the 20S. Everything else was pretty standard to the Sena devices, which essentially is radio, GPS, and an intercom. Trying to find some buddies around here in the area that possibly have similar to the same devices. Supposedly Bluetooth can hook up with, or the intercom can hook up with universally, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a Sena device to hook into. But I have yet to try that out. Still new in the community of the biker world. Give a shout out to the Austin Sport Bike Riders who are here locally in Austin. A very cool group. They try to keep up to date on what's going on as far as if there's an accident or there's an event going on. Just overall, their philosophy is about safety. They want to get more riders on the street, but at the same time they want conscious and safe riders. And just like with anything, they got groups of friends and people that have been in the group for a while, so it's just a matter of meeting some folks, and I've gone on a couple rides with some members, and all walks of life, different bikes, fast, slow, all kinds. So it's been fun. Hopefully this season, since this ride season is about to start up again, or if already hasn't already, will be super fun, and hopefully I'll get to go on some more rides and get to say hello, and we'll see how that goes, but I'm just going to try to be as active as I can. Since that presents a great opportunity for me. And once again, visor is fogging up at the stop. Not exactly sure. If that's me or not. Alright, love those railroad tracks. They certainly bring on the bounces, which being on a motorcycle, if you're not paying attention, can essentially launch you off. If it's a big enough, if they got big enough dips, which is not fun for anybody who's not been on a motorcycle and they go over a bump for the first time. You do realize very quickly, if you're not paying attention or holding on, you can die. Not guaranteed though, but hopefully you're not paying attention while you're riding a motorcycle. Obviously it wouldn't be a smart idea. Alright. The commute begins and also commences. I guess we should go ahead and start slowing down. What time it is? 8:45 according to my clock here.